Welcome to my recent cruise in Novalis on the Rance, Saint-Malo, and all the way to Saint-Malo. And here I am motoring out of Pleurer-sur-Rance and about to go under the two bridges leading to the main part of the Rance. Some rather lovely houses up there in the cranny. A headland just before Saint-Suliac, where a lot of the fishermen went from to go all the way to Canada to fish for cod. This is coming past Dinard. My sails are still flapping because I'm still motoring, because I'm still too near the wind. And that is the Isle of Cézanne, a lot of rocks. You've got to know where you're going. And here I'm going to turn along the coast, west towards the coast, alongside the several beaches of Dinard. And some more rocks, and some with buildings on. And you can see the beaches in the distance. And another island in the double bay of Lancier. I'm not sure what the name of this island is, but it does have a name. And I went round the south of it, and along the rocks, and there's an island with a folly on it, and a few houses. And here I'm going towards Saint-Malo, and I'm in the port here. Lovely, lovely calm water for the night, and a peaceful night. But knowing that I'd have to get back the next morning. Here's my stateroom and cabin with my office. I was able to do some translating orders. And this is the next day. It's a lot duller, and the waves are beginning to kick up. This is just chop coming out of the bay, which you can already see the swell building up as I get further away from Saint-Malo. The swell is coming from the northwest, and the wind from the southwest. And I was quite surprised how well this boat surfed. Well, it's only a 14-footer, 4 meters 10, but heavy and ballasted. And we're being kicked around quite a lot because there are quite a lot of waves. You can see I'm making quite a speed, and I'm only using the storm jib because I wanted to avoid broaching, even though it's a very high bow. My sails are in a disgraceful state with stains all over the place, but that's how they were when I bought the boat, quite cheaply. And that's my little cabin. It's kept very dry, no problems. And here we are along by the rocks. The Île Cézanne on the left, coming over from where I doused my sails outside Dinan to come into Saint-Malo. I got a side wave. My cabin was in a real mess. Here I am at Saint-Malo, the funny little beach above the port, and a very deserted street on this Tuesday towards midday. See the chemist shop is still open with a flashing cross. And I come down towards this lovely little beach, this little front, and you can see the port with the forest of masts. And this sanitation in the Middle Ages wasn't very complicated. Probably this little room has been turned to another use, but still under the third one there's a pipe that goes down and into the ground and spurs the nostrils of passers-by. And coming into the port, there are some very fancy sport boats here, one with an absolutely enormous swinging centreboard. And then there's another twin ruddered boat with an absolutely huge centreboard, a ballasted centreboard. So this must be a very, very fast boat. And walk round to the stern, the twin rudders. As my arm is taller than my head, nothing much to see. And various other twin ruddered boats. I don't like this kind of sailing, but some people do. And there's another twin ruddered boat, just like the other one, with the ballasted centreboard. And then something very ordinary, the crane for lifting boats. And here's little Novalis in the water at Saint-Malo. I found a place for the night without being too mashed about. And so here we are. You could almost say the biggest boat in the port. Little British padlock. And this is the Brittany Ferries. And finally, on the Tuesday morning, I motored down into the Rance. Here I am, the only boat in the lock, and I got into it just in time as the previous boats came out, and the road bridge was still open. And here I come out of the lock. Rather gloomy day. Not terribly windy yet, but it was quite boisterous out at sea. But I was a little bit through with sailing, so I just motored. And there's Saint-Suliac again. Oh yes, and here I am, calmly steering. Captain Bligh used to say that he could judge a helmsman by the straightness of his wake. And under the bridges again, but the other way this time. Going down towards Pleury-sur-Rance. Weather's cleared up a little bit. Visibility is a bit better. And we're coming under this big concrete bridge. Massive concrete parts of the bridge. It's been there for some time. It's pretty manky. And then I come up to the second bridge. Those nice little houses that saw under the sunshine of Sunday. But there's still quite a bit of daylight. And about to go under the suspension bridge. And some people always like to leave their mark, because there's some brutalist graffiti, which you'll see better in a little moment. Yeah, it is the usual kind of stuff, completely meaningless. And then not easy to see on the video, but the greenness of the freshly emerging leaves is beautiful. Here's a fellow from the Dinghy Cruising Association who happened to be there and gave me a hand to recover the boat. It was time to go home. And there she is on the trailer, and almost ready to go home.